over here. The live should be going in just a second, so give me a sec on that.
I'm gonna mute everybody, Brian.
Great. Okay, we are live here.
All right, so we have already talked about a couple angles. We talked about the close-up here. We talked about the wide angle, right? We talked about the downward angle, which is going to give you that hero shot or that superior shot. We talked about the upward angle, which makes you feel a little bit like kind or shy. Okay, now we're going to add a couple of new angles. One of the ones I want to talk about is the extreme close-up. That's right up in here, okay? Extreme close-up can be used for a couple things. Number one, you can be the scary one. Hey, how you doing? Am I a little scary? Because I feel scary. Okay, or you could be the one who is scared. Somebody's talking out there. I think Shay might be getting somebody new into Valleywood. So you see, what I did here was when it's close, extreme close-up right on me, in my eyes, that makes me look scarier. When I give a little bit of space like this, now it's like you can see some things that I can't see, which makes me look and feel scared. So the scary and they're scared, okay? So that's one of the angles I wanted to show you. The other angle was an above, like up top angle like this, all right? And then the other one is gonna be just an on the counter, just where you just toss it down like that. All right. Now, a couple of you have mentioned that doing angles, creating angles while you're talking can be difficult. Like that can be something where you feel as if it's not natural. That is true, but this is a part of your work. So whether you realize it or not, we do this kind of thing all the time. Like when I'm talking to you right now, I'm just naturally holding the phone in a certain spot, right? Now, here's the deal. The on the counter shot, this would be a very natural shot if I was going to be, say, talking to my wife or my kids or somebody that I like, a best friend that I feel really intimate with. I might call Joey and be like, yo, Joey, let's talk about the edit, bro. You there? Cool. All right, so talk to me about it. Yeah. No, that's good. And then maybe I come over the top and be like, yes, dude, perfect. That's great. That looks really good. Yeah. All right, good. Go back. Tell me again. Now, what's cool about that, what's interesting is when I would never put the phone down like that casually unless I was talking to somebody who was like that I was really close to, you know, that I felt an intimate relationship with. I wouldn't be casual like that unless it was that type of person, right? The over-the-top shot can be the same type of thing where I can either put it over the top as if maybe I didn't think you were still on the phone, possibly. So I'm working on this like wall here. I'm like, ugh. What's that? Yeah. Oh, hey, I didn't know you were there. That type of thing. Or I could put it down like I'm working on the wall. This is my listen wall here. I love my listen wall. So I'm working on the wall, and then we could be talking same type of casual thing where I'm like hammering away at the eye here and listen, and then thinking, I'll be right there. Hey, babe, I gotta go. Joey needs me, so love you, baby. You see, so there's an intimacy to the casualness. So your job as an actor is to find your way, almost like blocking, find your way into setting the camera where you're gonna want it, but you gotta pre-think this stuff. And then sometimes naturally, you have to use the camera angle to go with your feeling. So sometimes I might put it down here, I might put it up here. Depending on what I wanna do, I'll adjust my camera angle with my feeling the same way I would adjust my blocking. All right, you guys have fun with your camera angles today, okay? Have a great time. Love you. Peace.
Okay, very good. I'm going to unmute y'all. Any questions with any of those angles? Any thoughts we want to jump on before we get into our scenes? Good? Okay. Okay, very good. I'm going to unmute y'all. All right. Any questions with any of those angles? Hold on. Any thoughts you want to jump on before we get into somebody? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start sending you guys out. We'll come in two at a time. Oh, I have my live in the background. Now I know how it feels when the live's playing over there. Boom. I get it. I feel you guys. So going to send you guys out. We will start off with Shay and Dakota. We'll just be going down the line here. So I'll start off. Shay and Dakota will be our first scene. Then we're going to jump over really quick. Jenna, is it okay if I separate you today, or do you, like... I know how it feels when the live's playing over there.
What do you mean?
Like, have you go somewhere in the beginning and then also in the end? Because I know you have double partners.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So it's going to go... Here, I'll meet you guys real quick so I can run through that. It is going to go Dakota and Shay first. Then after that, we are going to move over to Jenna and... Jonathan. We'll go to Jenna and Jonathan, okay? And then after that, we will go to V and Kimberly. Then we'll go to Andrea and Brooke. And then we will go to Nick and Jenna. So that'll be our order for tonight. Let's take out our notebooks. Let's learn from one another. Here's the biggest encouragement I can give you as we go into this time. Yeah, Shay, zone into that. Learn from each other. Joey last night, it was a really cool moment Joey had. And I was super proud of him. So at the end of class, he ended up getting to go first. Or, I mean, last. Usually he's first because he's serving us on the tech end. Like, he's doing things on the tech end, and he goes, hey, is it okay if I go last this week? Is that all right? And so we're like, yeah, totally, you know? So we set him up to do that, and then he comes in, and at the end of class, his big wrap-up was the fact that he was so excited that he got to watch the other ones first and learn from them. And he had several lessons that he had immediately applied to his scene before he even went. And so it's like, man, I get to watch these other scenes. So as you're going along, if you're later, definitely take the notes and apply. And either way, be taking the notes and bringing them back into your rehearsals. Because you get a certain amount of time with your scene, but all the coaching we give is universal. I mean, it's going to apply all the way around the board. The coaching we give you right now in this moment is just the one that happens to be for you right now the most important thing that we believe you need right now to grow. Okay? Cool. So we'll get started here. Shay and Dakota, I'll leave you in here. We'll send everybody else out. Thank you. Super psyched. It's going to be a great night, everybody. They're just disappearing on their own. It's like magic. I know. I'm just kidding, Shay. Thank you. Now gotta make me disappear. All right. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
So, did we get to rehearse this week?
We did not, and it's my fault.
Well, no. First of all, because I goofed and did not message her earlier. So I kind of left it up to last minute and said, hey, on the off chance you're not busy tomorrow, want to rehearse?
Here's what I love. I just need to talk about Dakota for a second, because Dakota sent me a message yesterday. And for those of you who don't know who are live, I know I'm at my house, but I am a part of the Deering team, and I'm the chief of staff over at the studio. And I've been back in the office this week, so I work all day, and then I come home and get back on my computer for classes and try to do life as a wife and a homemaker and all that stuff in between. And Dakota texted me and said, hey, my bad, I didn't reach out to you to schedule a rehearsal. Do you have any time? And I had to text him back today, and I was like, hey, I'm slammed. I don't have any time. And but what was crazy was that he took accountability for not reaching out to me when there's two sides to this scene partner work. And I didn't reach out to him either, because it fell to the wayside, and I didn't get it in this week. And it was such a testament to his character as a scene partner. And now we've been working on this since February. And it was just so cool to like have a scene partner be like, hey, my bad. And I was like, it wasn't your bad, because there's two sides to this, but I appreciate you saying that. So it was just cool, and I wanted to share that moment because it was all in the way that he presented it to me. And but unfortunately we didn't get it in this week.
Well, thank you guys for sharing. Thanks for building Dakota up in that way. I'll build you up for a second too before we get started. So right off the bat there, what was the first thing Shay did? First thing Shay did, Dakota. Sorry, that's on me. Oh, you're muted? That's unmute. Hit boom.
Oh, sorry. Yep, he is.
She said that it was her fault.
That's right.
Even though he's the most busy out of the two of us.
But that doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. There's always excuses. There's always things going on. So I'm so glad that you guys have done that for each other. It's so cool. So cool to hear. So thank you, Shay, for sharing that. I want everyone to understand the power of this. I talked about this in the teen class. It's something that I really struggle with, like really struggle with. And I'm wrestling with it right now to work on that thing. And both of you did that. You both took accountability right away. And you're almost fighting with each other about like who's more accountable. Like that's exciting. Like that's the kind of scene work you want. That's the kind of partnership you want. So I just wanted to speak into that for both of you. It speaks to your character, both of you. And so very good. I'm excited to just work with you guys today. Let's get right into it. And thank you for teaching that lesson to the class.
You got it. Let's do it.
Okay. Your timing.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Norman.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Norman.
Hi, Sheila. My name is Norman Bulonsky. Welcome to my home. Won't you take a seat?
Your home is very nice, Norman. It looks cozy.
It used to be better when we had those little rugs. Arnold's got them hid.
Arnold's not there, is he?
Oh boy. That's all we need. Oh boy.
Arnold.
Oh boy. Can I manage your coat?
I don't have one.
Oh boy.
I don't have one.
Oh boy.
I gotta get off at 9.
You guys back here. So there was that moment you're like, oh shoot, I am wearing a coat.
I have a jacket on.
I am wearing a jacket right now. And so
As I said it, I was like, oh, that is a coat. Wow.
So there's a couple of, I mean, if that ends up being the case, she could just not realize that she's wearing one.
Right.
And you just keep moving forward within that. And so we'd sort of think it, and if we're really listening, Dakota, that's a moment where you sort of just look and you give like a thought. It's just like, but it looks, that looks like a coat, but technically that's not a coat. Technically it's a sweatshirt. So like there could be this moment where as character, you kind of look and you're just a little confused about it, but he makes mistakes, right?
Right.
This character does things like that. That's that be in the moment type deal. So instead of letting something like that throw you, I want you to go, cool, it's happened, it's used. That's like when on stage a prop like falls over when it's not supposed to. And you know a lot about that life, Shay, from the stage stuff you used to do. That's what it is. So let's start again because that took us out a little.
Yes.
I'll bring back that fire. Much better this week on the start. Much better.
Cool.
Okay, let's go again.
I'm going to do something different, Brian.
Please, I love it. Go for it. Play.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi,
Hi, Sheila.
Norman.
Hi, Sheila. My name is Norman Bulansky. Welcome to my home. Won't you take a seat?
Your home is nice, Norman. It looks cozy.
It used to be better when we had those little rugs. Arnold's got them hid.
Arnold? He's not there, is he?
Oh boy, that's all we need. Oh boy.
Arnold.
Oh boy. Can I manage your coat?
I don't have one.
Oh boy.
I gotta get off at 9.
Okay, good. Was the choice the anger or the stuff before that?
Oh, the choice was to come down the stairs in the beginning.
I loved it.
And then the Arnold thing I have such a hard time with because it's this moment where she gets so irrationally upset. And so that's why I decided to bring in that close up, because you can't look at anything else but me. So
Okay.
that's why I did that. I was like, okay, if I can put all the attention on my anger, then I can make him uncomfortable. And I think it worked. I think me doing that elicited a reaction from him, which is what I wanted for this take.
Totally. And that works. So I was just curious because it has been a while since I picked it up. I know she's upset. Is she angry, or is it just like what is the emotion there? Does it tell you, or are you sort of having to create that? That's a creative thing as an artist.
When she in the script it says Arnold, ugh. So when we talked about it in masterclass, we were talking about the reason why I didn't like Arnold. And there is a little bit of a tell that he was the first one who mentioned that she wasn't a small person, that she was fat.
Okay.
So that was one choice. And then Matt brought in the choice too, that Arnold's just always there. He's always a third wheel. So my frustration was more so like, is Arnold there right now during our date?
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I just heightened the anger part of it on that. I'm still trying to mess around with that line just because it has to be either wildly inappropriate, not in the inappropriate as in it needs to be a lashing out for her.
Let me try something here.
Okay.
She is upset for a second. I just want to try. I love you getting in close. I loved that. Let me try. There's a little bit of pain there, like you said. Just totally might fail. Try a little bit of disappointment. Like it's like, imagine this, right? Jake sets you up for this date, and it's like you get there, and it's a bunch of his bros and you. And you're right. So there's this moment where she like was really excited about this, and then it's like, oh, so let's see what we do to that.
Okay. Dakota, will you feed me that line?
Can I manage your coat?
We used to have the little rugs.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was ahead. It used to be better when we had those little rugs. Arnold's got them hid.
Arnold? He's not there, is he?
Good. Now try it again. Come in faster with the line, but let the emotion hit you right away. I think that might be right, but let it hit you right away.
Okay.
It used to be better when we had those little rugs. Arnold's got them hid.
Arnold. He's not there, is he?
Oh boy. That's all we need.
Arnold.
Okay, how'd that feel?
It felt more I think it's right, but I think it was too annoyed, and her annoyance is bigger than that.
Agreed.
So like I just feel like I need to heighten more of her of her her child-mindedness.
Totally. So you can explore that. The idea, what fixed it for you was just, I love the thought life the second you hear his name, and then just come in with the line quicker. That's all it was.
Yeah, okay.
So like there are some spaces, and this happens a lot in masterclass and in these plays. If there's not a pause in there, if it doesn't say pause, for the most part, the line comes right after. For the most part.
Yeah.
Because these things are written to fly, and the writer typically will put pause. And I don't know if there's a bunch in that script for you guys. If there's not, then there are some moments where you'll just find it. But a lot of the time, just wanted to point that out to people, especially if there's pauses a bunch, then you want to stick to those. And the other ones, unless it's really natural, just feels right, you want to come line to line and let your thought life just be moving really fast. The way you jumped on that, Shay, with your thought the second Arnold was said, boom. Now you've already had the thought. You can speak right away because you're already thinking it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's take it right from there, and we'll go forward. Yeah, Dakota, you disappeared.
Oh.
What is with that?
It keeps muting him for some reason.
I mean, I've done it in real life to him, but I mean, this is different, you know?
How?
Just kidding, buddy.
No, that was mine. So I can hear a little bit like my family in the other room, and so I don't want that to come through. So I'm like, oh, I'll mute myself, and then when I try to unmute myself,
gotcha.
It says the host has muted all participants.
Gotcha.
So that's my bad.
Sorry. No problem. So, cool. Hold on. I'm gonna try something real quick for you. Okay, in this particular circumstance, you'll be able to unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Take it from there. When you're ready, have fun.
From the top or from the we used to have?
Let's go right from that line because I want to keep pushing it forward a little bit with the time we have left.
It used to be better when we had those little rugs. Arnold's got them hid.
Arnold. He's not there, is he?
Oh boy. That's all we need.
Arnold.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Can I manage your coat?
I don't have one.
Oh boy.
I gotta get off at 9. The bus comes then. It's
good. Let's go back to the coat. It's you realize it kind of right away. You know you're not wearing one. Let's try that. See if that. I think that's gonna help us fly.
I hear that too.
Yep.
Okay. Will you ask me to coat line?
Yep. Yep. Totally.
Oh boy. Can I manage your coat?
I don't have one.
Oh boy.
I gotta get off at 9. The bus comes then. It's 7:30 now.
See this? It's timer. It times things. And then things. I'll just get it and then you won't be late.
It's 7:30 now. I have to get off at 9.
Don't worry. All I have to do is set it like this. On the 9. See? This works like a butler or somebody.
Did you get the flowers I sent for you? I put them outside your door yesterday on my way home from the bus stop.
They're very pretty. Thank you very much. They're pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Would you please like a donut?
You got a jar or something to put them in?
I got them on plates and piles. See?
Okay, good. Did we feel that?
Yes, I feel ever since you said that, and I guess I knew that, but Dakota, that's what I want to do if it's cool with you in rehearsal this week. Our pacing is off, and
Yeah.
I can feel that we're just not hitting it, and we're not hitting that comedy, and I think what we're trying to do is make, like, I heard you and I want to give you props because your diction was on point this time. But I think we're getting caught in trying to slow down the line, and we just need to up our pacing and find the music because the rhythm is off right now.
Well, and I'll tell you, it's actually really quick, and then I'll come back to you, Dakota. Sorry about that. It's especially the in-betweens. So I want you guys to look back at your footage, and you'll see it's actually usually not during midline or when something is happening. It's between one line to the other, or like in the middle of a line when it's not necessary. So a great example here was the timer. So you have to pause there to look at the timer. You have to pause to go look at the flowers. Like, those are reasons for you to stop for a second to really think, because she asks you a question. And again, he's not quick to his feet on responding to a question. That's a reason for a pause. And if you really search like a detective this week, you'll find all the points where those are naturally written in. And if it's not, you shouldn't stop.
Yep.
If it's not, it has to be all active thought life and blocking, just boom, 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 boom. Okay? Cool. Dakota, go ahead. Sorry.
I was actually going to agree a little bit into what you were saying, because I'm trying to, and I've noticed this watching the tape today and yesterday, or more today, rather. I definitely lose, because how great my phone is and the internet, I lose the lines very quickly with my movements. Mm-hmm. So I have to slow everything down. So if I speed it up, then I'll start to lose some of the lines.
Yeah.
So I did notice that there were some parts where you would say something and then I would respond too late and just think, oh, I missed it.
Got it.
So are you receiving it too late? Is that the thing? Like, it's coming to you too late because of the internet?
I'll have to watch back, but I think there's moments where I register it and then I wait a second to try and figure out what I'm gonna do next. I'll have to watch the tape back.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's an issue, but I can't be for certain.
Okay, please watch the tape back. Here's an example. Shay earlier, when she found the line with not Norman. What is it?
Arnold.
Arnold, thank you. With Arnold, where she goes, well, you said the word Arnold, and she changed.
Right.
Okay? Then I think this would happen, Dakota, honestly, whether you were in the studio or at home. This is super active listening. And yes, is it harder in this way? Sure, because of the connection and that stuff. However, if you're so intently listening to every word she says, if there's that lag moment of you listening, you'll actually have, as a human being, you'll have formed a thought about it as she's towards her end, for the most part, unless she's asking a question. So really actively listen. Again, watch that tape back, and that'll help you. But I think that's going to help with some of those pauses. I think you're like waiting to respond till after she's finished. And it's like, I want your thoughts so actively in what she's saying at the end that like he's coming up with it right from there. We see in your eyes as you're changing towards the end of her line. Does that make sense to you? Okay, cool. Great. All right. Good job, guys. Really awesome. Can't wait to continue this next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shay. And starting on this, if you could bring in my next two, and then from there on, I'll take it.
Yes. Could you remind me, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Our next two here are Jonathan and Jenna.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yay. It's always funny when you're sending somebody out and they're saying something, you know? It's like,
I hate it. I hate it. And I try to wait until they stop.
You can't.
Then they're like, oh, and then I'm like, you're gone. You're already done. I'm sorry.
You know, we
right.
just deal with it at the end, but it's just always like, I'm always just like, well, okay.
Yes.
I feel like I just walked out of the room on them, you know, like they're in the middle of talking out a question, but you know.
Or you hung up before somebody says
Yeah,
something.
Totally. And we've all been there, right?
Great. All right, guys, good luck. Brian, you are the host. I'm going to go ahead and exit out, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you. Have a wonderful night with Jake.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Okay. Hello, let's get a check in here. Let me unmute you guys. Hello, Jenna. Give me a test on sound, please.
Hello.
Perfect. Jonathan?
Hello.
Awesome. Did we get a chance to rehearse this week?
Yes.
Love it. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can jump right in.
Wow. Sure has been a while.
Oh, goodness. Hi there. It's nice to see you.
You have not changed one bit.
Oh, stop it. Of course I have.
No, really. It's like you're exactly the same.
Excuse me?
Oh,
What's-
oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I simply meant that you're just the same as I remember you.
Well, thank you. I think.
Can I ask you a question?
Depends on what you're asking, I suppose.
Do you remember it?
I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. You remember.
Good, good. I'm going to take it back there for a second. Going into that moment there, Jonathan, do you remember? What are we talking about?
Do you remember what we did in the past?
Yeah, so fill us in again. What was it?
It was some sort of hustle.
Yeah, we decided to like centralize it a little bit more because we were getting stuck on that when we were rehearsing. Like, we need to know what it specifically is for us to be able to banter about this back and forth.
Yeah.
So we decided that they went to more of like a private high school, and together they like their whole friend group did it, but specifically them two together used to sell alcohol under the bleachers during football games. And that was like their thing.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted it to be something that was very specific, but still like light enough that they could banter about it in a playful way, like not something so serious that they couldn't speak that way.
Perfect. So what happened?
To remember.
What happened? Didn't he do something bad or something within that? Or did we change that too?
Not necessarily. I mean, specifically when I interpret it as him saying, do you remember it, as us like falling for each other, but then it like never worked out and it like ruined everything.
Yeah.
And that whole like, oh, that's the mine I remember, and do you remember it, just like talking about like our little side hustle under the, but we could get more specific.
Yeah, I want to try something. It might not work. Again, I'll always say that because that's the testing process, right? I'd like to try, what if one night you're doing that? I love the bleacher thing. I love where you guys are at. What if one night you did kiss, but it never went anywhere? You never talked about it again, like literally, and so he brings that up. Okay. Let's see what happens there. Jonathan, when you bring that up, you're smiling too much right now.
All right.
And you're a great guy, so there's always going to be that smile. So soften it a little, because he's treading a little bit of water here. He's sort of, not treading, he's testing. He's testing the water. So I want to see sort of that. He doesn't know how she's going to respond. Based on how the response is, that'll make a decision. Okay? Cool. Let's take it back just a line or two to cue into it.
Oh, okay. Jonathan, do you want to just start from, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask you something?
Depends on what you're asking, I suppose.
Do you remember it?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. You remember.
I prefer to look ahead, not behind.
Ah, there's the mind I remember.
Like I said before, those days are long behind me. I have an entire new life now.
Of course. I'm sorry to be so nosy. Stuck in the past, I guess.
We all live there sometimes. We're human.
Do you ever think about going back?
Good, good. Take a second there, Jonathan. I want to take that line back for a sec. I don't want you to rush that.
Right.
Okay, so let her land that one on you and just sort of like soak in. He has to, through the words you did, through the words you're like, do you ever think of coming back? You know, we sort of did that upward thing.
Right.
Be cautious of those moments. It can happen if it's natural, but instead, I want you to fill your thought life with, again, trying to test water here. It didn't fully work, but she's still being really sweet.
Right.
He has to think, do I want to ask this or not? It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever asked someone out knows it's terrifying. It's so scary. So I want to see you sort of listen and then make the decision to ask softly.
Yeah.
In your eyes more than anything else. So let's take that back.
Yeah.
I can start from we all live there sometimes, if that works for you.
I love that. It's great.
Okay. We all live there sometimes. We're human.
Do you ever think about going back?
Every now and then I do, but then I really think about it. I don't think I ever could go back.
Why not?
Don't play that card. You know why.
I'm really glad you showed up tonight. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Me neither, but here we are.
So, why did you come back tonight?
Why did you?
Is that scene?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scene. Okay, tell me about how that felt.
I feel like adding the like specific moment of the kiss helped me understand where he's coming from better.
Good.
And
Jonathan?
I felt like I landed the line better.
Yes.
Waiting a little bit.
Definitely. So it comes down to and you guys started to do this to your credit for everybody watching. You rehearsed and you said, this isn't really working.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. You go, this isn't really working. Let's figure out what can. And you try different things, and you may do this one a little bit and get a little deeper into it and figure out there's more to that. That's the beauty of the actor is it's uncovering. It's
right.
The ongoing process of creativity. So I love that. I totally felt the difference. It brought a whole new genuineness to you, Jenna, where like, yeah, she sort of like doesn't necessarily want to go back to that time because she has moved on. She's in a whole new place in life. However, there's this, she still has this connection to him, these feelings, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jonathan, watching you just process this time, here's what you did differently that you can learn from when you watch back.
Yeah.
You didn't plan, you were just present.
Yeah.
So after that first one, there was another one that you did where the line went back up. And I want you to just be really cautious of that. A lot of us do that as actors. We'll come in and we'll ask a question or do something, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we know that it should be a question, instead of just trusting that if we have an intentional thought life, that they'll feel it. And we did, man. Like literally my heart dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
When you guys had that moment, my heart dropped and I was like, I felt for you the way that I feel for Shay and Dakota in their scene. Like it's different, but I felt, and I was like, oh. And so going into rehearsal now this week, keep expanding on that. Because the more you do in that avenue, the better. I'd like to throw one more thing your way that I'd like to test that may totally, again, not work, but we're going to go for it. Okay? So we chose the reunion, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'd like to try something a little slightly different, but again, it might not work. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say that this is a reunion. Maybe it is going to happen. However, we live in 2020. Okay. So you two are just the first ones on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that took me a second to process.
It's 2020. You guys are
Yeah,
stuck
okay.
by yourselves. You know, it is a 10-year reunion. However, they're not going to not have it. They still want to have it, but this is just the avenue that we've decided to do that. Here's why. And again, it might not work, but I think it's going to free you up to just move a little more in your space, to create other things if it feels right. Like, Jenna, the fact that you have the wine glass, for some reason, yeah, I could totally see it at a party, but I also just kind of see it as like a loungy thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like at end of the night, kind of you dolled yourself up a little bit for the camera. You've got this nice wine, and you want to look a certain way to everybody who's on the Zoom call. There's always jokes about it, like you forgot you had a meeting and everybody's like frantically getting ready. I don't know if you've seen any of those memes or anything.
Yeah.
But that's kind of this vibe I get that you sort of got ready for that. So let's test that here at the beginning, see what it does, and then we'll move to the next scene.
Okay.
Wow. Sure has been a while.
Oh, goodness. Hi there. Nice to see you.
You haven't changed one bit.
Good. So now talk about physicality. Let's go back. Jenna, you've turned on your Zoom. Jonathan, you're not on yet. You're not on yet. Okay. You've turned it on. Now go do something, Jenna. It's on. No one's been on for a minute.
Okay.
You're not expecting anyone just yet. Jonathan, do you have the first line?
Yeah.
Okay. So just be doing your thing, and then you hear the voice, and that's who's the first one on, and it gives you a reason to come over. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Wow. Sure has been a while.
Oh, goodness. Hi there. Nice to see you.
You.
Okay, good. So now here's what we can do. Hopefully you don't think he hears the oh goodness. We will.
Yeah.
But that's like, so you can even get yourself like a little further back in frame and like doing something, and you just hear it and you say, oh goodness, like to yourself loud enough so we can hear a little bit, but like you're not doing it to him. It's weird if you look at him and you're like, oh goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. So like from the back here instead.
Yeah, so go back a little more, notice it, you know, and then the oh goodness is to yourself. Loud enough so we can hear it, but it's to you.
Okay.
Wow. There has been a while.
Goodness. Hi there. Nice to see you.
You haven't changed one bit.
Oh, stop it. Of course I have.
No, really. It's like you're exactly the same.
Good, didn't feel right, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's try another thing. Go back. The oh goodness is...
I do feel like, though, that it added, like, a new sense of nervousness for me. I don't know, in a good way, or I don't know.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. For the line, I think it might help here. I'm going to try one more thing, okay? So now, oh goodness, okay, is also coming from the fact that the call started without you realizing it.
Yeah, okay.
So now it's not about him.
Not just his voice.
Yeah, it's not about him. You know, that's all internal. That's all in your thoughts. The oh goodness is like... It's embarrassing. I mean, I got a gym bag on the floor and
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Wow. Sure has been a while.
Oh, goodness. Hi there. It's nice to see you.
You haven't changed
Good. Go back. So now, oh goodness, get over there quicker. It is, say it's nice to see him and try and sell it.
Wait.
So here's what I mean. You don't want him to know you don't want to see him, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
So right now it's very obvious you're throwing him shade.
Okay.
So like that's why I'm trying to recreate this beginning here. It's like, oh goodness, like you come over and it's, oh, good to see you, you know? Inside of your thoughts, inside of your feelings, it's like that'll build that whole like deal. But this first, let that come from the whole like, let me jump on the line, okay?
Okay.
Let me just try.
And be like excited and okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Sure has been a while.
Hi there. Nice to see you.
You haven't changed one bit.
Oh, stop it. Of course I have.
No, really.
Yeah. How'd that feel?
It felt better. I feel like I need to keep working on the oh goodness part.
Do. Find it. You'll find it. And it may take 20 tries. So I gotta send you guys out for time. But the lesson here for everybody is we were just testing things. And again, I walked in with the full intention, hey, here's an idea. Probably gonna be wrong. Let's try it. Let's go for it. And we go, and then we have to be honest, Jenna. You have to go like, I didn't like that. Jonathan, you have to go, I didn't feel that, you know? And then that's how we move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, very good work, guys. Super excited to see it next week.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, our next two here are going to be V and Kimberly. Sound test real quick. Say hi, Kim.
Hi.
V.
1 2 1 2.
All right, 1 2 1 2. Okay, whenever you guys are ready.
Oh. What's up? Well, shit. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. You're the one with the IDs.
I have ideas.
Good. Start again. Slow down that beginning. You got to realize it. You got to see. You got to notice the setting, right? Start again.
Oh, what's up?
Well, shit.
What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. You're the one with the IDs.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any now that may be useful?
Not that I can think of now.
Great.
So.
Good. So much better with the beginning. Much better. You feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all that happened there, we had a hilarious moment. When you watch it back, you'll see. Like we both sort of look at each other. You lifted your goggles up. You leaned in at the same time. That is using physicality, using camera angles to your advantage to tell a story. It's that combined with the character work, combined with the thought life that's going to bring us in, suck us in, and keep us there. So now we have to find that for future moments. So let's go in from the stair. Let's go in from there, and I'm going to find some more moments for you guys to play.
You say your line.
Goggles back on, zone back in. You're gonna slowly lift your goggles up, looking at each other, and we'll start from that moment because that was so great.
Well, shit.
Shh. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. You're the one with the IDs.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
Good.
You
So
got
go
any
back.
now
You have
that
to say
maybe-
ideas. Do that for me.
Ideas.
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 Yes.
Wait, which
Yes.
And I know it's hard. Yeah. No. Yeah. With the accent, it's hard, right? So do yas.
one? Yes.
Yeah. Ideas.
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 Yes.
I know it's going to sound weird right now when we break it down. You're not going to do it like that when we go, obviously, right? But it's creating where the breaks are, because right now it sounds like you have the IDs.
Okay.
So then it's like, wait, which would fit this situation. So I'm like, oh, she's got the IDs. And she's like, yeah, I'm the one with the ideas. And she says it so clearly that it's like, wait, what? So again, and I know Matt talked to you about this. It's so hard. With the accent, you have to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
You just do. You have to work twice as hard as everybody else to be understood. Okay, so let's take it back. We'll work it from you're the one with the ideas.
I don't know. You're the one with the ideas.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any noun that may be useful?
Not that I can think of, no.
Great.
So, you go first?
Well, I don't want to, but I have to now.
Is that the best plan you can come up with?
At this moment, yes.
Good. So hyper listen. Here on your lines, you guys are doing great. Doing so good. And by the way, way better than last week. So much growth already. Okay? So now we take this, okay? She's now what vibe is Kim giving you right now, her character?
She doesn't care.
That's right. That's right. I got to see that in your eyes. I got to feel that. You're in panic mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all thought life here. But when she's talking, I want to see those thoughts building. It's like, are you kidding me? You know? And feel, you could get up, you can do whatever you want to do to keep checking on things. Like you could adjust the camera while you're looking, like anything. But more than anything, I need you to just hyper listen. And while she's talking, feel that. I saw you feeling it a little bit. Put the thoughts in there, and you're just as much a part of the line as she is by your response.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's take it back, and we'll take it back from, where did we start that last spot? You're the one with the ideas. Boom. Yeah.
I don't know. You're the one with the ideas.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any noun that may be useful?
Not that I can think of, no.
Great.
So, you go first?
I don't want to, but I have to now.
Is that the best idea you can come up with?
At this moment, yes. Yes.
Wow. You're really something.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
We really did it with this one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, pause. Did you actually hurt yourself?
What?
Did you actually hurt yourself, or was that part of it?
No, it was, I was joking.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was acting.
Just happened. Okay, awesome. I was just making sure. Like, wait, if you hurt yourself, let's get a Band-Aid. Good. So that moment was better already. So that's the hard part, V, is actively, continuously, that's what has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every line, you've got to experience that and feel that. And, again, you're the one that's stuck in the situation right now. You're the one that's there and then sort of panicking. And if you're playing that nonchalant, like, thing, Kim, then I want your character to, like, also, you can move around. Like, with a dummy line, I know where you pull out the book, you know? Mm-hmm. I love that you have it and she doesn't now. I feel like that's better based on situation. So right before you do that, instead try, like, this is just one example, leave, get the book and just come back in and set it down, you know? And it's something like you could, there's a way you can showcase it. My brace isn't fully in, so you'll see here, based on what you guys are saying, like, if this is the book and I'm intelligent about the way I move with it, I can do it like this. I can do it slowly to go set it down so that it's a subtle, like, hey, if you're paying attention, the people who do that in movies, and they have these all the time, it's a gem. It's a, that's a book for dummies, for robbing things. But it's not like you're bringing attention to it to bring attention to it. Follow that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do one more moment here. Let's continue. Let's go from the where you come right into the screen and you're like super panicky.
Like from the top, or
I think you say
I don't know. You're the one with the IDs.
Yeah, let's go from there. Let's go from there.
Okay. I don't know. You're the one with the IDs.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any now that may be useful?
Not that I can think of, no.
Great.
So you go first?
I don't want to, but I have to now.
The best plan you can come up with?
At this moment, yes! Yes!
Wow, you're really something.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
Grab the phone, move around, V. Check it out, check it out, check out the situation, because you heard.
How do you want me to move this?
Just, yeah, you could just be holding it and just sort of looking, like just sort of checking it out.
Okay.
How do you want me? Let's go from there.
Wait, what part?
How do you want me to do this or something like that?
Oh, that's Kim's line.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. Let's let her cue you in. But you're noticing.
Oh, yeah.
You're noticing.
Wait,
you're
which
moving.
line?
How do you?
Oh, is that the best plan you come up with? That one?
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go from there.
Is that the best plan you can come up with?
This moment, yes, yes.
Well, you're really something.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
Jump on it. Line.
We already did it with this one, didn't we?
Jump on it.
Yep.
Okay. Then you go first?
I can't go first. You have to go first.
But you said you would. You go first, and then I go. Remember?
Okay, good.
No.
Much better. You feel the fierceness, the fire now between the two of you? Okay? So, once we get there, and you guys have earned it, okay? Same thing I talked about in Dakota's scene with Shay. Like, it's about the lines. Like, we do need to pause. There need to be pause moments when it's appropriate. When it's not, it needs to fire off. We don't just pause in conversation unless there's a purpose for it. However, our thought life needs to be continuing to move. So you guys did that time. When you heard the sirens, V, it changed. You weren't just looking around to look around. You heard sirens. You heard it. And now you're like thinking about what's going to happen and deal with that. And so that's what I want us to work on this week, is just building that and continuing to create that together, where we kind of jump on each other there with the lines when they hit us. Like, she digs at you, jump back at her, you know? Because it's kind of a fight a little bit in certain areas. And then there's spots where there's a full pause where you check for something because you heard something or whatever. Then the pauses have more power. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Good job, girls. Can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's the dog bark. Awesome. Okay, going to bring in the next group here. That's going to be Andrea and Brooke.
That's what I
All right, let's do a little sound test. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, we are all set. So let's get that. You are vertical right now. Can you switch that?
You talking to me or her?
Brooke, yeah. Sorry, Brooke. Perfect. Yeah. Now turn it again. See if your flip is on, or the like screen lock is on. So turn it again. So make sure it actually does flip when you turn it. Perfect. Okay. Now you can do it from there. That's fine. Earlier when you had it that way, it wasn't switching, so you were just sideways.
Oh.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I need to move this so I can see her, not you. So,
What do you think?
I think it's great. Really, really great.
I'm serious. What do you really think? I want your honest opinion.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
It's not supposed to be something you look at. It's something that you know.
What?
Oh, come on. It's like something that you...
Okay, yeah, I'm lost. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, you've got a lot of nerve.
I'm sorry. I really am. I don't want to offend you or anything. I guess I just need you to tell me what I'm supposed to do or say or feel or whatever.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You never listen to me.
Okay, fine. I'm here. I'm listening. Let's just try it again.
Okay, look at it, but not too hard. Just focus in on one part, and you know.
No, I don't know.
You're not even pretending to try.
Look, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. I can't.
You should just go then.
You go. I'm not going.
Okay. Can you just try one more time, please? I promise I'll stay out of it.
Okay, fine. Just like, give me a moment to, you know.
Okay. Do you see it?
Yeah, I sure do.
Scene. Okay, we got a lot to talk about here.
Oh no, it's bad.
Why would you automatically assume it's bad, Brooke? Come on now. Come on.
Hey, you're the one who at the beginning said that you think too.
That I what?
In the beginning, when we were talking, you were saying how when someone says something to you, you think it's bad before it's good.
True. You are absolutely right. So fight it with me. Fight it with me.
We'll see.
Because I actually have a lot of really good to say. Now, I'll work a couple moments with you. But first things first, I want to hear about the work you did really quick. Give me like 1 minute of just like under a minute. What did you guys do this week?
Do you want to go?
What's that?
We just read. You can go.
I'm sorry. We talked more about our characters because that was the major critique that we got last week, and more importantly, what our motives were. And I know I changed my motive. And we took your advice and we made the kid her kid. And then on like based on that, I changed how my character would react in this situation and why she doesn't want to hold the kid in the first place.
Yeah, my whole thing was switching it to my own kid makes it a little bit more difficult just because like obviously I don't have a kid, so I don't know how like defensive I would necessarily be, because if I'm introducing my kids, like my best friend, obviously it's going to be really like emotional and like a proud moment. And so the way she reacts is kind of like...
Yeah, I'm going to jump on that really quick for you, okay? Because I totally understand that struggle. Totally get that. How do you feel about Captain?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Captain is like my child, so I've been thinking of him, like implementing him as the kid, essentially.
That's right, because it's not about the kid. It's really not. Yeah. It's about a person's connection to another person and somebody else missing that, or another thing. Like you have a deep, deep love and protection for this thing or this person. Boom. So that I felt that. I totally felt that, Brooke. So I want you to know that. And since you used Captain, that was displayed. We felt it. And so anybody listening, know that you can do that. Like you don't have to have a kid to play a mom. You just need to go, what is a mom experiencing here? What is she going through? You talk about the character work, and then you go, okay, how do I connect into that? How do I understand that? How do I bring that emotion? How do I do that? And then you prime yourself into that emotion and prepare yourself, and then you just be in the moment, okay? So a couple of the good things I want to talk about. So, A, the blocking, superb. Like, seriously, way better. I love that you left Andre. Like, we felt that. that was a purposeful leave, and then it gave you a reason to come back. That's for the whole class. That lesson there is our movement should complement the script, and it should build the emotion we're having. So you did it from an emotion, and then it gave you a reason to come back with a line where she says she's coming. Okay, I'll listen. Like, I'll come back, you know? And then you literally not only emotionally came back physically, so it just adds that extra level. It adds that depth to the scene and to the understanding. Your physicality, you had one moment, I'm trying to remember, where you grabbed the baby, like, and you straight up, like, did one of these. Like, you were so upset, and you're like, I'm not doing it. Like, hey, you shook the baby, all right? Like, don't do that, okay? But it was so emotional. That is great physicality. Great actors all have physicality. And it's not this. It's not hands moving in an uncomfortable, just way. It's very purposeful to try and get their point across, try and get you to understand. And you did that there. So there, I think, are even more moments that you can find like that one. But because of that, this flowed so much because you guys balanced each other out through the blocking and found more moments to move around. So you can add now the ones that Matt gave this week, but the blocking really helped with the emotion. Cool. So yeah, that was my big thing is I saw a huge change. And so that was why I wanted to speak on that through the blocking, through the emotion, through all of it. The work you did on characters clearly was great. And in the beginning, you guys are like, oh, we only worked on this. Well, hello, that's the foundation, So you hit foundation, and of course the other things are going to follow, and they did. Okay? So let's work really quickly. Just one moment. I want to work the beginning really quick, okay? We got about 1 minute.
So, what do you think?
I think it's great.
Good. Try to
Really,
sell me
really
on
great.
that. Try to sell me on that. Like, you don't want to get caught here, Andrea.
Mhm. I think it's great. Really, really, really great.
Good. All thought life. Try again.
All thought, like, say what I'm thinking, or
Just think, even like you tried to push it a little there, even more intention. It's just inside. Like, it's just don't let her see don't let her see that. Like, and just keep the smile sort of and send that. We're going to try it a couple different ways because that line felt a little off. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. So we're just going to explore.
I was struggling with that one too.
Good. And I could feel it. So let's keep working it till we find something. So let's give her the cue. That'll help. Give her the cue.
You want me to say my first line?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, what do you think?
I think it's great. Really, really great.
I'm serious. What do you really think?
Good.
I want your
Better.
honest opinion.
It was better. Still not there, but better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go again. Now, after you see, I think it's great. Really, really great is affirming that. You're just trying to make sure she understands that you think it's great.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
I think it's great. Really, really great.
I'm serious. What do you really think? I want your honest opinion.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Not supposed to be something you look at. It's something that you know.
What?
Oh, come on. Like it's something that you.
Okay, good. So as a mother, you can't shake your baby that way. Okay? So, figure out you got to hold in a certain way. Like that.
Okay.
As an actress, and I'll close you on this, okay? Because I know you guys will do the work this week.
Yeah.
You've got to study moms. I'm serious. You got to look online. You got to watch mom rocking her baby. You got to watch, like, the way a mother looks at, like literally, like, study moms. Because you're playing one. The great actors study. They study the person that they're going to be playing. So if I'm going to be playing a mom and I don't understand what that's like, I should study it. I should study the way that a baby is held, because if you're doing it like this, it's no longer believable. It's like an improv when you're driving and you're like, right? So emotionally really good. So now build on that, study it, find her, find that motherly character, and then the thought life will build upon the way that you look at that baby. Okay?
Okay.
Very good job, guys. Awesome work.
Thank you.
You.
All right. Next scene. And our last scene is going to be Nick and Jenna. Understand what that's like. Welcome back, Jenna.
Hello.
Let me get Nick's video here. There he is.
Grant.
Hey.
That's Nick's character's name, Grant.
I figured that was the case.
Just thought I would clarify.
Just throwing a clarifying so you're not just randomly going, Grant.
Yep.
Okay, whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. It's really good to see you.
Hey, it's really good to see you too. I'm kind of surprised you showed up.
Why would you be surprised? I told you I'd be here.
Oh, with everything, I just figured, well,
I understand. I mean, it is weird, but it'll be good to get closure for both sides.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing.
No, what? What did you think this talk was going to be about?
I don't know. I thought we're going to try to work things out. Give it a shot. Try again.
Try what out? You can't seriously think we're going to do this again. Were you awake during the last conversation we had?
Well, I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it. You mean gotten past the entire last year?
All right. Look, I know things have been a little rocky and at times unstable, but I've moved on from that period in my life. Okay, I don't hold on to things like you do.
Oh, I am well aware of how speedy you are at moving on. Thank you. No clarification needed there.
How many times do I have to apologize to you? I mean, how long, Stephanie? How long are you going to hold this against me?
You're not understanding this, are you? We are never, under any circumstances, going to do this again. You threw any chance of that ever happening away when you did what you did.
All right, listen. I'm not that person anymore. Okay, I've grown and changed, and I've really taken time to figure out what I want out of life.
We literally had this conversation a week ago. Thought we were on the same page.
I know, but I've transformed since then, and I'd really like it if you just reconsider.
I'm gonna stop you right there in the slight case that you may spew any more bullshit from your mouth. We don't even know what we're doing. How am I supposed to trust you?
I'm asking you to trust me now. You ready? Let's give this one more shot.
See.
One
Okay,
shot.
I'm gonna stop there. Okay, I know there's a little bit more, but I want to stop.
No, it's over.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there we go. So I guess I didn't know. Thought there was. So going into that really quick, I let you go because the emotion was really good. We had a solid connection there. So I'm going to reference, this kind of became a theme tonight, but I'm going to go into Dakota and Shay's scene and a lot of the scenes we've seen tonight. We're adding pauses where they don't belong.
Okay.
Okay? So there are going to be some where there's an awkward pause. Great example of this, Nick, is when she says, you know, is to get closure. Fantastic. That is definitely a pause moment.
Okay.
Right? He's got to sit there. He's got to consider it. He's got to go like, wait, what? Like, and then there's the nothing, you know? That's a full-on process moment. There are some moments where you guys are, it doesn't have to be angry, but you're really firing off of each other. Okay? So I'm going to work a couple of those with you. But we need to actively listening and just kind of jump off each other's lines a little bit more unless there's a real purpose for our character to pause and think. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, I think it's because, like, there's a lot of pauses indicated in the beginning, like that awkward part, and it's kind of, like, hard to drop them. We were talking about today that we wanted it to be more, like, back and forth once we got past that, though.
Okay,
So,
where does the awkward end?
I think the awkward ends at, I thought we were going to work things out, you know, try again. And then my character's like, try what out? And I think from try what out on to you're not understanding this is more like fighting.
Perfect. I'm going to help you. Let's take it right from Nick's reaction of where you get taken back by the fact that it's over.
Okay.
So she says, go ahead and give him that cue.
Well, wait a sec.
It's like to get closure.
But it'll be good to get closure for both sides.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing.
Good. Come back in quick with nothing, and then let there be a pause after that for a sec.
That was my fault. I thought there was another line after that, but that was my fault.
No worries, no worries. Let's take it back.
Okay. From where?
Let's go same spot. We'll start from the top again. That was a great start.
But it'll be good to get closure for both sides.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing.
No, what? What did you think this talk was going to be about?
I don't know. I thought we were going to work things out. You know, try again.
Try what out? You can't seriously think we're going to do this again. Were you awake during the last conversation we had?
Well, I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it. You mean gotten past the entire last year?
All right.
Hit. Okay, so we're going to go back. I want to just play a game. You want to play a game with me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Every time.
Every time. All right. So after the first one where I just thought, Nick's line, we'll take it from there.
Okay.
After that, you can look at each other every once in a while, but Nick, I don't want you guys getting stary, and I want to just fire. I want to turn this into a fight. That's not what it's going to be, but I want to create some responses here that are going to inspire some choices in you guys.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, let's hit it.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing.
Leave, Nick.
No, what? Wait, sorry, what?
Leave, Nick.
Oh.
No, what?
You don't have to look at her. You don't have to look at her. Nick, you don't have to look at her. Go back. Say that again, Jenna. Nick, you don't have to look at her. Go.
No, what? What did you think this talk was going to be about?
Hit her.
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were going to try to work things out. You know, try again.
Now you can look at her.
What out? You can't seriously think we're going to do this again.
Fire.
Were you awake during the last conversation we had?
I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it. You mean gotten past the entire last year?
Back to her. Go. Fire, fire, fire.
I know things have been really rocky and at times unstable, but I've really put that period of my life behind me. Okay, I don't hold on to things like you do.
Oh, thank you. I'm so aware of how speedy you are at moving on. No clarification needed there.
How many times do I have to apologize to you? How long, Stephanie, how long are you going to hold this against me?
You're not understanding this, are you? We are never, under any circumstances, going to do this again. You threw any chance of that ever happening away when you did what you did.
I'm not that person anymore. Okay, I've grown and I've changed, and I've really taken time to figure out what I want in life.
We literally had this conversation a week ago. I thought we were on the same page.
I know, but I've transformed since then, is what I'm telling you.
Okay, good. So now that fight now changes into a little bit of joy, a little bit of like trying to get her to understand you now.
Okay.
I've changed. Like now you're trying to convince her because you got her a little bit. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
You got her on the hook.
We were trying to decide if like this whole conversation obviously didn't go how he was hoping or expecting, and we kind of were talking about towards the end, he's at this point all he has left is to try and charm her back into it.
Yes.
But that when he says I've transformed since then, since a week ago, like then she loses it again.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. It has to have gotten softer for you to lose it again. That's that up, down, up, down. So you have to sense that, Nick. You won. You won. You've got her. And now and here's the deal. If you stay angry, honestly, it's not honest for Jenna to be nice to you there, to be soft to you there. So you have to be nice at that spot. And then you say something just stupid that sets her off, and then we're back in fight zone. But I want you to watch back. We're out of time here, but I want you to watch back the fight.
Okay.
And you'll see it. You guys were having more fun. There was spark, like back and forth, and physicality was happening. And so notice that, experience that, and realize that's part of the fight experience. And then it gives a reason to slow down. Because think about it like anything. Let's go to comedy here, okay? You go to a comedy show. If the entire time it's funny, moment, like I'm talking second to second, you're going to die from ab pain, okay?
Yeah.
We need a break. You're going to run out of breath. So that's what these are. Like, there's this fight going on, and then it softens up, and then it fights again and softens up. There's balance that writers create, that you guys are creating in your situation, that takes us into both situations there. So now that you've watched the fight, you go, okay, great. Now I know where I need to soften, where I need to fight, and when it's fight time, fight. Let it happen. Make it different every time. Like, I don't know what that's going to look like. You guys do, and explore that through your angles and through the things you do this week.
Okay.
Very good work, guys. That was fun. I hate watching fights, but I also love it. All right, you guys can stay. Hey, love that. Stay here. I'm going to bring everybody in. 2025s, everybody. 2025s. All right. Very good work, guys.